something, I don't see the words yet. Shit. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we smoke cigarettes and we stare at the moon. If you stars you never can see, better couldn't have been that easy to forget about fire on like every word you said was going to be. No, could never know to forget about me. Baby, even the losers get lucky sometimes. Even the losers keep a little bit of pride. They get lucky sometimes. Two cars parked over the overpass. Rocks hit the water like broken glass. I should've known right there was too good to last. God, it's such a drag when you're living in the past. Baby, I'm a loser. You're lucky sometimes. Even a loser. You never get pride. You get lucky sometimes. Even a loser. Get lucky sometimes. Even a loser. Keep a little bit of pride. Never get lucky sometimes. Even a loser. Get lucky sometimes, even a loser. Get lucky sometimes. Oh, ow, ow, ow. You need that? We're gonna try. Get lucky sometimes. Ow, ow. Get lucky sometimes, even a loser. Get lucky sometimes, oh. Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Leslie, and you are now watching Football Mania, an inside look into the undisputed #1 fantasy football league in all of the world. Welcome. You are watching on the CAL-XNetwork live here on Ustream right now. Glad you're here. And this is where we go and check out what happened in fantasy football. Whoa, I don't need this anymore. I'm not singing. Sorry. In fantasy football and our league particularly. So we show you what's going on through the eyes of our league. And of course, the playoffs are starting to heat up. The playoff race is starting to heat up. So we have a bunch of teams that are fighting, scratching, clawing, whatever you want to call it, and they are trying their hardest to get those final 2 playoff spots. Now, if you're not a member of our league, I'll explain what that means. Final 2 playoff spots means there's 2 teams that pretty much have it all cinched up right now. One of them is the Tommy Lees of Bothell. And coincidentally, that's who I played, and that effectively did end all my playoff hopes. So now I'm just going to try to spoil and then just upset the league in any way that I can for my own benefit and yours, hopefully. And then the other one is Silver Bullets. No, both those guys are 9-1 right now. So let's give them a big round of applause. Yeah. There you go, guys. Yeah, fuck you. But anyways, so that's where things stand, and that was the first matchup in our league. The league we have is 10 teams, and those teams are the Tommy Lee of Bothell, every one of Pam's usable orifices, like Kobayashi, Silver Bullets, F you guys, I quit, We've Got Bush, Silicone Pillows, Team Legs, Mr. Ching Chang Love Long, and Dumpster Divers. Okay, so, and we change our names pretty frequently, just sometimes it's a way of mocking someone in particular, and maybe our next opponent. But it was an exciting league of fantasy football, and we'll get right into those matchups. And we're going to have time for you to call in or text. Oh yeah, hold on. Well, I don't think I have that option actually with this computer, because this computer is, let me try, but I don't, but I'll try. I don't think I do. Let's see. I don't, you know why? Because, oh, maybe I do. Never mind. Let's check. Okay. Well, evidently I do, because I just sent out the co-host invitation. Cool. I didn't think I had it with this computer, because I don't have admin privileges on it, because it's not mine, and I haven't been able to find where the old bat keeps her password. So the co-host option is now open, and we'll try that as best we can. But I've tried it before, and it kind of sucked. But but if you want a co-host, it's open, and we'll see if we can't get you on. And then if that doesn't work, we'll go ahead and do the old telephone. That's always a good way to do it. And I can put you on speaker, and they'll hear you. Or if you have something to say, either way, just our number for the show is 206. That's 206 818 5528. 206 818 5528. So if you have anything to say, or, oh, there we go. Now let's accept this co-host invitation. Alright, now show preview. There he is. I see him. Do you now? And push on the air, I think, is the other thing. Are you there? Can you hear us? I hear you. Oh, I see you, but I don't hear you saying anything. Are you there? Oh, maybe you're muted. Hold on. Fuck. Oh, man. That's the thing that sucks. That's what I thought. Hold on. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is Chris Stalker. He is the owner of Team Silicone Pillows that you see in your left-hand screen. Let's see. But the only problem is, I don't know if in this, with this computer I can access the settings that will let me that will let me unmute the mic and get our co-host so they can talk, because let's see, audience tools. 1 second. Yeah, let's see. It's not. Why is it? Hold on a second. Yeah, there's. Oh, and our co-host went away. Wow, that sucks. So maybe he'll start his. He'll request to be a co-host again. But we lost you, co-host. But anyhow, there's a application which is Ustream Pro, which I have on the other computer, but I don't have it on this one. And I think in order to adjust some of those co-host settings, you have to have Ustream Pro, because when I did have the co-host, it wouldn't give me the option of like um, unmuting his mic. So I don't know. We'll see if we can do it. If not, then we'll just have to go without it or do it by phone, or somebody can get off their lazy ass and drive over here and do a pound around with me. But anyways, let's see here. I think, and then we'll start out with just my matchup and quickly, and we'll go around the league and talk about what happened. Tommy Leah Bothell destroyed me by a score of 113 to 59. Big reason for that is all my hopes hung on Michael Vick, my quarterback, and as you may or may not know, he had 16 of 34, 128 yards, and a number of interceptions. I don't remember how many, but it doesn't really matter. He only got 8 fantasy points. That's horrible. And his quarterback didn't do much better. Tina Stafford only got 9 points. I mean, Matt Stafford. And so that was pretty even, but I had some other disappointments. For example, Dwayne Bowe, 17 yards, 1 point. Not going to do it. And my tight end, Scott Chandler, who was probably a poor choice, 3 points. Along with the New York Giants defense, 4 points. And my usually reliable kicker, Nick Novak, 4 points. And then Mike Tolbert, who I foolishly traded Ben Tate for, didn't do that well either. The only other thing really remarkable about this game is, if you'll notice, I did put some pretty good performers and some pretty good performances along with those performers on the bench. Most notably, Denarius Moore of the Oakland Raiders. He was somebody I picked up right off, not even off of waivers, just picked him up as a free agent, and actually had him in the lineup that night and pulled him at the last minute. I already talked about why I had some bad advice from the fantasy guru. And he ended up with 24. Antonio Brown of the Pittsburgh Steelers, he had 8 points, but I didn't think he was worth putting in, so I wouldn't have changed that because I was convinced that I had other guys that were going to outperform him, but I was wrong. And then Matt Schaub, I mean, he had 17 points, but still, that's not going to really make too much of a difference, but I know it was like 50 points on the bench total. So when you see that I lost by, I still would have lost, so it's okay. His team had a huge performance from Rob Gronkowski of New England. He had 23 points, and his kicker, David Akers, had 15 points, and then of course Larry Fitzgerald for the Cardinals came up real big with 26 points. So that was pretty much the key performers there, and that's why you see the result that you do. The Tommy Leah Bothell moves to 9-1 now, and well, I guess technically tied for first place. We'll look at the standings after we go over the matchups, but he's at the top of our league, and so is his little brother. So the next matchup we had is Like Kobayashi against the Silver Bullets, and that's, coincidentally enough, features Tommy Leah Bothell's little brother, Silver Bullets. He won big over Like Kobayashi by a score of 127 to 107, 20 points. And in this matchup, pretty much it was just a, pound for pound. The Silver Bullets just had better players and more contributions. Most notably, Arian Foster, who's just been lighting it up all year for Houston. He had 30 points, 30 fantasy points from a running back. That's a pretty good output. And he had 84 yards, 2 touchdowns, and something else, TOT. I don't know. He just had a lot of points. Surprised something to do with 2-point conversions or something like that. Then, get this, the guy I traded him for, dumbass, Ben Tate, 12 points. So, yeah, he has the starter and his backup playing in the same game, and he gets 30 points from the starter and 12 points from the backup. I wonder how many other fantasy owners in different fantasy leagues have both Ben Tate and Arian Foster. 42 points between those two. You can't go wrong there. And then, he's pretty loaded everywhere else, too. He had Jimmy Graham, 14 points. The Texans defense, 17 points. And, whoa, John Casey, I don't know. He must be hitting the sauce this year because he had 17 points. He was 4 for 5, which included some really long field goals, which you get extra points for. Those are kind of like his big performers. Everyone else solid and consistent. And when you have a team like the Silver Bullets who has players across the board, like his whoa, fuck, his lowest point person in the whole game was Pittsburgh's Mike Wallace, who had 8 points. So if that's all you have to worry about and that's your lowest output, you're doing pretty well. On the other hand, like Kobayashi, he had a good day from Drew Brees, 20 points. He had 21 points from Marshawn Lynch, which is really big and kind of unusual in Seahawks' improbable victory over Baltimore. And then he also had 15 from LaShawn McCoy. So far, that's sounding pretty good. And his guys didn't do that bad, except his kicker, only 5 points. His tight end, 0 points. And that's really where things, swayed into Silver Bullet's favor, because John Casey, that's a 12-point advantage for Silver Bullet at the kicker and a 14-point advantage at the tight end. So in what otherwise is a pretty evenly matched contest, 12 and 14, that's 26 points going the other way. And then it becomes pretty clear why the Silver Bullets won. So, and that brings like Kobayashi down to 5 and 5, and he, as I mentioned, he's one of those 4 teams that are really fighting for those last 2 playoff spots, and that set his efforts back a little bit. But as I will discuss later on in the show, I don't think that that's going to hurt him all that much, and I'll get into that when we discuss kind of the playoff picture and those sorts of things. But moving right along into the league matchups, FU Guys I Quit versus We Got Bush. FU Guys I Quit, he's the bottom of the league with our friend Chris Stalker. They're both 2-8 right now. And FU Guys I Quit has some pretty bad luck. He loses by a score of 74 to 125, so that's a pretty big ass kicking. And We've Got Bush. He's starting to get a swollen head, let's just say, because he's 6 and 4 right now, and based on the standings, he's in the driver's seat as far as the getting one of those final 2 playoff spots. I believe he's probably in third place or 4th place at least. I know that. He gets 125 points, so he breaks the 100-point barrier once again. So let's give a nice round of applause for We've Got Bush for breaking the 100-point barrier again. He's done that like twice this year. Awesome. He doesn't necessarily have one of the most prolifically scoring teams in the league, let's just say, and you'll see what I'm talking about when we get into the standings and talk about points. But here, Tom Brady can't go wrong there against Mark Sanchez. I kind of questioned that choice for FU Guys I Quit, because he had just acquired Big Ben Roethlisberger in a trade. But Ben Roethlisberger only put out 11 points, so I guess Sanchez knows best. LaDainian Tomlinson. Now, that's almost of the same kind of a move as his Ryan Terrain move a couple weeks ago. I mean, Tomlinson got 5 points, but he was somebody I'd cut and just threw in the garbage after I got my rare 10-point performance out of him the week before because of injuries. But Cushman, one man's garbage is another man's treasure, evidently. And Cushman, FU Guys I Quit, Tommy Boy, he thought that LaDainian Tomlinson would do it for him, but he didn't. And comparatively, Reggie Bush, 16 points for We've Got Bush. And that's not the only Bush he had, as you'll see. He also had Michael Bush. And the 2 Bush brothers, between the 2 of them, came up with a total combined point total of 45 points. Is that right? 29 plus 10 is 39 plus 6. Yeah, 45 points for the Bush brothers. So, apparently, Brazilians are out and Bush is back in. So, get your dental floss ready. Michael Bush, and that was another guy I had on my roster that I had to just cut a few weeks back, not because I wanted to, but because he had a bye and I had injured running backs. So, cry me a river. Yeah, so that's a big big disparity because he gets Tommy Boy gets 5 from Tomlinson and 0. Oh, so he does have another Ryan Terrain in him. I knew he did. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis, the law firm or whatever, or just the asshole with a long name that doesn't produce, as I like to call him. 0 points. And so, you know, 45-5 in the head-to-head running back matchup. I just, that's a very improbable situation that you're going to come back and win if that's what you have at your running back spot. Wide receiver wise, you know, like Kobayashi used another running back, so he had 22 points so to add to his 45. So he used 3 running backs, which if you got them, use them. 45, that's 67 points amongst just 3 running backs. So pretty smartly played by Light Kobayashi. I mean, that's almost your 2/3 of the way to 100 just using 3 players. Very, I admire that move. Now, Tommy Boy, 9, 8, and 9 with his 3 wide receiver contingents: Antonio Holmes, Victor Cruz, and now AJ Green. You can't really say much about that, but when you're going against a guy who's got so many points from just 3 players, it's not going to go your way. And then even when one of your receivers blanks like Steve Johnson did for like Kobayashi, he got 0 points. You're okay because you're still en route to scoring 125 points. And from what I've seen, if you score 125 points in fantasy football, you usually win. So that's pretty much the story. And then the other, I guess, point of note is that he got a -2 performance from the Jets defense. So I would say they let him down there. And, you know, along with LaDainian Tomlinson. I guess he's not a real big Jets fan right now. So he moves to 2-8, and he's probably in the role of spoiler, which he has been probably actually since the draft. And then we've got Bush. As I mentioned, he's coming up quick. He's 6-4. So here's to you. Not really a lot of difference looking at these guys' benches as far as, you know, what could have happened, what could have helped, what could, you know, especially for the guy who lost. So really, that's all that matters. The guy who won doesn't really care, other than the fact that you know, maybe he could have increased his points, but I don't really see any. He actually could have by like 8 had he played Tony Gonzalez as opposed to the tight end that he had, and he could have gotten 4 by going with the Seahawks defense. And while 125 is a lot, this guy, because he doesn't score a lot of points typically, or hasn't, maybe that's an old trend. Maybe this is the new and improved fat guy in a little coat. But I would say those points are big for him because, as you'll see when we talk about our playoffs, I think points are going to be the reason he doesn't make the playoffs. So next up on our matchup. Oh no, I didn't bring the adapter up here. Well, that's okay. I'll get it when we take our first break and set up our pound around. Our next matchup we had was who was it? It was no. It was Mr. Ching Chang Love You Long Time. Okay, Mr. Ching Chang. Is it Ching Chang? No, yeah, Ching Chang. Okay, Mr. Ching Chang Love You Long Time versus Dumpster Divers. And that's that other guy's brother. That's Nate's brother, Nick. There we go. And we can just refer to them as the Barnharts from here on out. So, 82-77 over the Dumpster Divers. A very close game. As I mentioned, Mr. Ching Chang Love You Long Time is 6-4, and he's the other one of those. So the brothers, two sets of brothers control our playoff spots right now, and he's the other one. He's a 6-4, so he gets his first win in about a month because he was 5-1 and then he lost 3 straight. So not quite. He went on like a 3-week drought. So congratulations for breaking your 3-week drought. And I know you were expecting your 6th win quite a bit sooner, like when you were 5-1 and had your name as can't wait to go 6-1. But better late than never. Against the Dumpster Divers, who is our 2-time league champion, 2-time defending league champion, and close game as I mentioned. Oh, did I miss a call? Okay, and I missed 2 calls. Okay, so we'll get to the phones right after we go through the matchups and take our first break. All right, So that game was real close, and Aaron Rodgers, who is dumpster diver starting quarterback, lit it up. But because they kicked the shit out of Minnesota so badly, they actually sat Rodgers, and so he wasn't able to score the remaining 5 points, or six, I should say, that the dumpster divers needed in order to overcome Mr. Ching Chong Love You Long Time. And interestingly enough, looking at Mr. Ching Chong Love You Long Time, I mean, he didn't really have any what I would call breathtaking performances from any of his players, other than Chris Johnson, the guy who I think's really overrated and is I wouldn't draft even if you put a gun to my head. He put up 23 points, which is about damn time because he has not been doing that well this year. He had 130 yards and a touchdown and 23 fantasy points, and that's really what saved Mr. Ching Chong Love You Long Time's ass, because other than that, he had 13 points from Manningham, 16 from his quarterback, and then 6 from one of his running backs, 3 from his tight end, 3 from a wide receiver, 1 from the Ravens defense, and 6 from his kicker. So, yeah, he's probably really grateful for Chris Johnson right now. And he's still one of those teams that is in the driver's seat for those last 2 playoff spots. And then the last matchup, which featured our brief co-host, Chris Stalker. He's the owner of Linwood Silicone Pillows. He went against Team Legs and just beat the living shit out of him. Like, Team Legs is another one of those guys that was fighting for that playoff spot, and he beats Team Legs 90-49. That's almost reminiscent of my ass kicking this week. So yeah, so good. Congratulations to Team Silicone Pillows for getting back in the win column. Pretty uncharacteristic. He's 3-7, and that's not usually where we see him in the standings. Last year, he pretty much led from start to finish in the regular season as one of the best teams in the league, and then was summarily dismissed in the first round of the playoffs. But nonetheless, he made it to the playoffs. He gets a nice performance from Eli Manning, 16 points. Jones, MJD, the controversial subject of last week's trade, which was vetoed, 19 points. Wow, that would have really added to Tommy Leobothell's total. 11 points from Adrian Peterson, great day. Willis McGahee, he got hurt, 1 point. That kind of hurt, but he still had a productive day from Des Bryant, 13 points. And nice day from the Eagles defense, 13 points, and that's kind of a big deal, that the Des Bryant production, because the guy he's going against, Arms, he had Tony Romo. So Tony Romo, 22 points, he had a good day, but he threw a lot to Des Bryant. So it's one of those things where, you know, if you've got a receiver of the guy who you're playing, his quarterback, then you have a chance to kind of, I call it counterpunching a little bit. Every time that quarterback does something and he throws to your guy, it's like, oh, not quite as good as it would have been for the quarterback. But the Saints defense let him down with -2 points. He went with them as opposed to the Bear defense, which produced 34 points. So that he's probably a little upset about that choice, but we all make bad decisions, Lord knows. So he moves to 5-5, and Linwood Silicone Pillows is up to 3-7. And well, I guess his role as spoiler just started, because now he knocks momentarily Team Legs out of what would be the final playoff spot, but there's still time, and Team Legs is by no means out of it yet. He still definitely has an opportunity to come back and solidify one of those last playoff spots. Now, when we come back, that's what we'll take a look at our standings. We'll take some calls, and we'll do some crazy and entertaining stuff that's immature and juvenile, and will probably prevent me from getting a job in the future. But we'll try to come back and keep it somewhat entertaining. And if you got any beer or booze or Zip Fizz or coffee or whatever you like to drink, just set yourself up with a nice pounder glass. And when we come back from this first break, we'll all do a pounder round together, and then we'll take some calls and continue on with Football Mania, an inside look at the #1 fantasy football league in the world. We'll be right back. Yep, this is a pause. I'll be back in just a couple minutes, so find a way to keep yourself on mute. Shut up. Well, we're back. Sorry that took a little bit longer than I thought. I'm a little disappointed because just like with my fantasy football moves, once again I miscalculate. I thought that I had a whole big ass can of Diet Rockstar, and apparently I already drank it, and I didn't have another one on hand. So that really pisses me off because I was really looking forward to one. And yeah, so now I don't. So instead, I get to do a pound around with some like stupid fruit V8 splashy juice thing. So it's just pretty. I don't know. I might have to. I don't know. It's not something that's really that is gonna even. What's the point? But I'll still do a pound around because we said we were going to. Now where's the chat, because I messed up and I haven't looked at our social stream and our chat. So let's just see here. We're going to open that right now and talk to a couple of our league members, and one of them got some company over, and Mr. Stalker is going to go ahead and participate with us via the chat, and he said he's posted some stuff already. So let's see if I can access this. Sometimes I have difficulty with the chat when I'm on this computer. I'm not sure why, but let's see. Okay. Let me share the stupid link that says I'm broadcasting, and see if this helps. It lets us chat. Can we please chat? And then someone on Facebook will see that and think I want to talk to them, but oh well. Alright, let's see. Excuse me. Okay, so that worked. Now let's see if we can get a chat screen going. Chat. And for some reason, it's not allowing us to, and I think this might have something to do with the enhanced settings that we don't have access to because of the computer that we're on right now, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, because we can't even see the viewers. That's really annoying. So, shoot. I guess we're gonna have to just do this the old-fashioned way with texts, and do this the old-fashioned way with text, and then I'll just respond verbally, because me responding text-wise, we don't have enough time and that long of a show to do. So let's do this pound around on 3. God, this is gay. Let me see if I can kind of make it a little more entertaining. 1 second. God, where are the women's panties when you need them? I tell you. Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right. So, since I'm oh gosh, these are dirty, gross. Since I'm doing the pound around with this thing, I'll put these on to make it up for it, since I'm doing a pound around with some like fruity fruit juice. So all right. And then I was told by my instructor at school today that I gotta quit doing stuff like this, or else I won't get a job. But anyways, on 3, we're gonna pound them. So whatever you're drinking there, you're ready for the pound around. It's gonna be on 3. 1, 2, 3. Gross. Get myself cleaned up. Alright, so we did the pound around. So now we're going to go ahead and just keep the phone handy so that we can get communications. Yep. I know. Did you miss the pound around? I'm sorry. It wasn't worth that. It wasn't that meaningful because I thought I was gonna get to do it like a monster or a diet rock star actually, and I totally miscounted and didn't realize that I drank my last one when I left the house today. So apologize for that, but I think I more than made up for it with my last bit of headwear that I wore, my last hat that I used. Um, okay, so one more thing. I need to chew gum. All right. And didn't get as much opportunity to set things up as far as guests and those sorts of things because I was trying to get the usual computer fixed, but just ended up running out of time. So I apologize for that. What the thing is about our league is that we're really top heavy this year. Um, Two guys are 9-1, and then the rest of the teams that are they were 5-4. Two of those teams moved to 6-4, and two dropped to 5-5. And then you have the rest of our league, which is basically me, F you guys I quit, dumpster divers, and stalker, and we're all pretty much irrelevant for the rest of this year, unless you consider the role of spoiler, and that will be somewhat satisfying if some of us get to knock out some of those teams that are vying for playoff positions. And so right now, if you see our standings, it looks like this, which is Silver Bullets 9-1, Tommy Leah Bothell 9-1, Mr. Ching Chang Love You Long Time 6-4, and We Got Bush 6-4. So that's what it looks like as far as playoff picture right now. And then of course Team Legs 5-5, and Light Kobayashi 5-5. So and then you got 2 3-7s and 2 2-8s. Wow. So hey, at least we're not the very bottom of the league. Me and Silicone Pillows, we're both comfortably out of last place for the moment. But that now the thing is if you look at that, points play a big role in fantasy football, and so there's a head-to-head tiebreakers, but there's also points. I'm a big fan. I will be there. Karaoke night. Nice. Be there. Karaoke night. Yes, for sure. How you doing? Who is this? How are you? How are you and who is this that just texted? How are you? How are you? Exclamation point. Because I'm fucking illiterate. But thank you. I appreciate it. So I think maybe somebody from Stalker's other league is watching. Or because I know he's at his buddy's house watching us right now, and from his other league, and I think some of the other teams were going to tune in. So thanks for whoever sent that text. And next text, identify who you are, so I can save you your information and then refer to you if you'd like to be referred to by name. Wow, some of the people in our league are chicken. Did you just wipe your mouth with the crotch of those panties? Yes, I did. Would you want me to do it again? Did you miss it? I'll do it again. Hold on. Where did it go? God, I would lose my head if it weren't attached. I don't even know where I threw them. I wiped my face off with them, and then I thought I threw them, but they're here somewhere. Oh. But, well, oh, there they are. I threw them out the door, and they're hiding under the rug. Here, in case you missed it. I'll get it. These are real. They definitely match the person that they belong to. I could probably identify them in a lineup if my eyes are closed. I have a pretty keen sense of smell, especially since I quit smoking. But yeah, so we'll just keep these somewhere so we can keep track of them in case we need them. Oh, you can't see. Yeah, see, look, they're right. Well, you can kind of see them. We'll hang them on the door. That way, if we need them, should we need them, they're there. Or because maybe for karaoke too. Because that's one of the things we also like to do on the show. Is, well, I do. I like to karaoke, and then some people like to request songs. 1 second. I gotta grab the battery cord for this before it dies. Real professional, I know. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was one of those things I forgot to grab the adapter when I grabbed this computer, and didn't want it to start to die in the middle of the show. That would be bad. But just like to say a quick thank you to everybody from Stalkers League, his other league. I don't remember the name of the league, but I'm Chef Kev. Hi, Chef Kev. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Let's see if I can save this. Yeah, I can. Chef Kev. And are you a co-owner with Stalker, or are you on from a different team? Tell Tommy Lee a Boffle I want to trade him MGD and Gore for Rowdy Roddy, the body. Okay, hold on. I gotta do two things at once. Chef Kev. Okay. Okay, save that. Okay, so this just in. Here's an official trade announcement. And this is a trade offer that's being put forth. So hey, all you other owners, get near your computer so that you can insist that our commissioner veto it. Get your veto buttons ready. Stalker proposes a trade to Tommy Lee of Bothell. He would like to trade him Maurice Jones-Drew and Frank Gore for Roddy the Body White. Now, that kind of actually doesn't seem too bad because, 2 for 1 sometimes works out. So I don't know, that's a good trade. I'd take it if I was Tommy Lee of Bothell, because Roddy the Body, I know that would be a tough guy to part with, but the addition of Frank Gore and Maurice Jones-Drew, I think, could help you in the playoffs. So you might want to think about that one, Tommy. So thank you for your comments, and thank you, Chef Kev, for winning our show. And so this is just I'm gonna wipe. I got questions as to whether I really wiped my face with the crotch of these, and I did. And I just figured that's a little reward for the other people from Stalkers League that are tuning in. Little audience appreciation, because I really appreciate you taking the time to tune into the show. So anything I can do to enhance your experience. Oh yes, that's right. Thank you for bringing that up, Mr. Stalker. That is a very good and insightful point. There was just a league motion that was passed, I think on Monday morning, after this Sunday, in which now on any more matters that come for a vote before the league members, I will actually be accorded 2 votes, not just 1, but 2, and that's because of this beautiful piece of artwork that I have, and I'll try and show it to you. And because Mr. Stalker proposed this on the message board, and it was seconded by Tommy Lee of Bothell, and then I thirded it. So anything that's going to give me 2 votes, Okay, hold on. Let's see if you can see that. God damn, this light. kind of glaring. I can't, hold on. Can you read that? Well, it says FUCK Seattle on it. You should be able to see that, right? You see that? Okay, there. Now I know Mr. Stalker, I didn't know this before, but now I do. He's a big, huge Denver Broncos fan. Oh, this is just from my daughter. She's typing a research paper. Okay. Okay. I have to look it over when she's done with it. Alright, cool. Hope she's not watching. Oh, that would suck. Okay. Okay, so let me just respond to this text. Cool. Alright, so anyways, yeah, so now I have 2 votes in the league, so all of you little owners better remember that, because if I propose you a trade, you better think about taking it, because then next time there's something up for a vote, and you want things to go your way, 2 votes, man. I carry 2 votes, so I expect a little. I want a little bit of respect that goes along with having 2 votes. And then also for all of you out there, if you have any karaoke requests, send them, and I'll sing them for you. Because I got this site that I karaoke on, and it actually has quite a few songs. So yeah, damn, that chat didn't work. That sucks. So just keep those texts coming. Oh, he said your daughter, question mark. Yes, Stalker. Maybe you'll give me more votes after you hear this. I have 4 children, 4, and of course 4 different moms. And my eldest is my daughter, and she's 19 years old, and my youngest is one of my sons, and he is 2 years old. So quite a spread there. But yeah, so my daughter's actually a freshman in college. So if you do the math for my age, you know that I started out at young. I started a little bit young. Let's see. Okay, so, and then, oh, fuck you. Sorry, I accidentally turned the voice commands on my phone. But yeah, so I think I don't really need to respond to these texts because you guys can just hear me, which is, thank God for that. Alright, so our standings, as I mentioned, we had like a 4-way tie when all those teams were 5-4, and now that's kind of like you see 2 teams kind of like separating themselves a little bit. But I mentioned the importance of points, and maybe Stalker or someone from his league can weigh in on this, because this is one thing I'm still not quite clear on, and I assume that we probably all play by the standard rules, I believe. So if you guys play by different rules, then you may not know. But I know that points factor into it, but does head-to-head tiebreaker, if it applies, come before points scored? I assume that's the way it is, but I'm not always sure, because I've seen situations. I wanna hump a lot. Okay. Now, who sent that text? I wanna ask, do I identify you or not? So you let me know whether or not we maintain your identity, we protect your privacy, or do we reveal your identity? Let me know. And then I'll expand upon who that is as much as I'm able to later. So let's see here. What's the word? Are you anonymous or not? I don't even know how to spell anonymous. You'd think I would, but it's a hard word to spell. Anonymous or not? Well, you're listening. I see you on here. So let me know, or can I announce your presence? Let me know either way. But what I was wondering is that what comes first, the head-to-head or the points? Because I've seen situations where like I might have had a head-to-head victory over someone, and okay, that viewer is anonymous. Okay, so this just in from our anonymous viewer, and I wanna hump a lot. Okay. So, very insightful contribution, anonymous viewer. Keep it coming. Okay. I'm curious as to whether or not the points you score are more important than the head-to-head competition or vice versa. So I know Stalker must know, I believe, or someone in his league probably does. So let me know if anyone has an answer to that. I would like to know. But as I was mentioning, though, they do play a role and they're very important, because if your team's tied and there is no tiebreak advantage, then obviously points would be the determining factor. And so in our league, the point totals, the point standings are like this. Bok, 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 chicken anonymous viewer. All right, anonymous viewer, you're being called out by Mr. Stalker from Linwood Silicone Pillows. Bok, 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 chicken, anonymous viewer. That's the best chicken I got. I might be able to produce a better one in a minute. Let's see. No, that's a parrot. Sorry. But yeah, so you're basically being called a nutless coward by Mr. Stalker, if I may paraphrase. Okay, so hopefully that's okay. And 1125 points, silver bullet, in the lead in points, and he's also in the lead in the standings. But he also does have a 1-0 tiebreaker over Tommy Lee of Bothell. Bumpy roads give me a boner. That comes from the anonymous viewer. So in response to Bok Bok Chicken Bok Bok and calling him out, our anonymous viewer gets an erection from Bumpy Roads. So that's very interesting. I wish I did, because I ride the bus a lot. That'd be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I just get motion sickness, and maybe because buses smell so bad. I wish I got boners over Bumpy Roads. That'd be nice. Then when there's a girl on the bus, you could like just sit back and go, ah, yep. Yeah, that'd be a good way to pass the time on the bus trip. Bumpy roads give me a boner. I got you. Okay, good. I'm proud of you. That from our anonymous viewer. Bumpy roads give me a boner. That's probably like from some like movie that I'm not aware of, and it's probably some like semi-funny line, and the anonymous viewer probably thinks it's like funnier than it is, or maybe it's like something that like someone on a radio show the anonymous viewer listens to says and thinks funny, but I don't like the radio show that anonymous viewer listens to, because bumpy road boners are where it's at. Oh, well, I guess this is Stalker chiming in, and not only are bumpy road boners where it's at, but he actually gave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exclamation points. So emphatic agreement from Mr. Stalker on the bumpy road boners. So one of the other reasons why I probably don't get bumpy road boners is because I don't ever drive. So like, how would I ever get a bumpy road boner? I don't know. But maybe I'll take my bike out and see if I can get some bumpy road boners. Road hunting as a child. Okay, that comes from anonymous viewer. So apparently he was hunting on the road when he was a child, and got a bumpy road boner. So congratulations, bumpy road boner. See, this is a family show for everyone. We reminisce about childhood. So all right, so when did you get your first bumpy road boner, Mr. Stalker? Not that I don't care. I think our viewers care. That sounded awkward. Okay. Bumpy road boners. Maybe that's what I'll change my team name to. Yeah, I think I will, because I don't have anything else to change it to. And I'll come up with something later this week when I get all pissed off about something, and I'll change it again. But for now, I think I'm going to change my team name to Bumpy Road Boners. Hold on. And I think we'll have enough space to adequately spell that. Oh, okay. So I go through the trouble of getting the cord, but I didn't plug it in, did I? Or did I? No, I didn't. Alright, let's plug this fucker in. There we go. Alright, there. Now that we've got that out of the way. I can change my team name to Bumpy Road Boners. And will someone get back to me on the points if they know? I mean, you know a lot about Bumpy Road Boners. It's all in the hips, especially when Bumpy Road Boners are in play. Ah, that comes from Mr. Stalker. So I'm assuming that it's kind of it's not necessarily a spectator sport. You actually have to be a proactive participant if you're going to partake in the Bumpy Road Boners, or if you're going to benefit, if you're going to be the beneficiary of a Bumpy Road Boner. It's not all, you got to actually do it, a little bit of work yourself. Interesting. Next time I ride in a car with a girl, I'm going to just uncontrollably thrust my hips back and forth and tell her that I'm trying to achieve a Bumpy Road Boner, and see what that does. Team settings. Okay. So, tell me, somebody, about the points, please, because I still don't know, and I want to know. It's killing me. I'm just logging into our my account so I can change my team to Bumpy Road Boners. And also, if anyone has any karaoke requests, some goofy songs, whatever, send them my way, and I'll do them. Or if you just have something that would be funny that you'd like to see happen on the show, if it's something that I think I can do, I will certainly do it. Because I'll do anything for a laugh. Almost anything. See? Oh, shit. I hate having to type. Okay. And I know, Stalker's probably thinking, well, why don't you just broadcast with this? And I can't because it doesn't have a camera. So, that's why. Okay. B-U-M. Bumpy. Bumpy? Bumpy. If you could get Bumpy Road on the same page, wow, that's pretty good. Wow. Bumpy Road Boners. Boners. Bumpy Road Boners. Bumpy Road Boners with extra hip with wait. I don't know, that might be stupid. Alright. Somebody will know what that is and laugh, hopefully. And if they do, great. And if not, I don't care. So let's see. I know there's some wisdom on here waiting for me. Can you model the wife beater shirt for us, please? Are you talking about the one that's hanging up? I assume that you are. Uh-oh. Did I, this is from Anonymous, but I didn't say your name, did I? Or did I just blow that? I hope I didn't. Somebody let me know. But if I did, I apologize. But I don't think, I'm not sure. So, Anonymous wants to know if I can model the wife beater. And I assume Anonymous is referring to the Tommy Lee of Bothell, which I made the other day. So, sure, why not? Yes, I will. So, 1 second. I gotta be careful though. I gotta be careful because the wins and losses, then points, then head to head. Courtesy of the Big Boned Guru. So that was from Anonymous. Who's a very big enthusiast of road boners, Bumpy Road Boners, sorry, not just road boners, but Bumpy Road Boners. And I did not compromise the identity. So I'm glad, I'm relieved. Okay, so Bumpy Road Boners. And Bumpy Road Boners just informed me that it's actually wins and losses total, then points, then head-to-head tiebreakers. So points are more important. So that is a important piece of information, as we'll see in just a moment. And you might be in for a real treat here in just a second. I'm not going to tell you why, but you might be able to figure it out here very soon. So I'm going to go ahead and put on this wife beater, and then while I do that, just hang tight and you might get an unexpected surprise. This will give you a hint. See, I gotta hide this in the drawer. Fuck. I gotta hide a lot of shit. I'm kind of caught off guard there. Shit. Hold on, I gotta make sure something's not out in plain sight. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm almost done with this, so I might. Okay. Boy. What? Okay. How you doing?
Is that your computer working?
No.
No?
No, not yet. I was looking for Akmara's panties.
What?
Those, like a pair of Akmara's panties.
Why?
Just for a trick on my show.
Oh, well, they were thrown in my room, so I threw them in the trash.
You threw them away?
Yeah, they're in the trash.
Well, good thing I got these.
What?
I had another pair.
Whatever.
Okay.
You don't have my computer up there.
Yeah, that's what we're broadcasting on.
What?
Yeah.
God
See?
damn it.
See?
You better not
Say
be
hi to
ruining-
everybody.
God dang it, Chris.
Don't worry, I'm not going to ruin it. It'll be just fine.
Yeah, fine.
It will. Has it ever been ruined before? Okay, so I guess that's about it, the extent of your mom cam. But see, Tommy Lee of Bothell, I made this because as a way of showing respect for Tommy Lee of Bothell after he killed me and destroyed me in fantasy football the other day. Pretty much ending my hopes of making the playoffs, which they weren't that high, but I want you to be able to see this thing totally. They weren't that high, but at that point, if I would have won the rest of the games and went 8-6, I would have made the playoffs. But of course, I still had to play against the Silver Bullets, which is I still have to play against the Silver Bullets, which is his brother's team the last day of the season, and that would have been a tough matchup, real tough matchup. Very sexy Schleswig from the anonymous viewer. Well, I'm glad you like it. By the way, you can order these from me. I'll be making these taking in custom orders for these for just in time for the holidays. So anyone who wants to show their support for the Tommy Lee Bothell as he makes his playoff run and tries to become champion of Football Mania, if you want to jump on Tommy Lee's bandwagon, you can just contact me and you can get one of these things for $20. And if you give me, let's say, $35, we'll have Tommy Lee sign them or something, maybe. So just in time for the holidays, you can get your Tommy Lee Bothell wife beaters, and they make a great gift for the wife because I've heard they're very popular with the wives. So anyways, for those of you that are married, back to the thing now that we're talking about those points. Oh, and we got a couple requests in too. So one request was from oh, hold on, there's a question from Stalker. Who is the picture of right next to where the wife beater was? That's one of my sons in his Halloween costume. Yeah, it's one of my sons. I have a couple of my sons up there in their Halloween costumes. Okay. And there were a couple other questions and requests, I believe. Chef Kev says, or Black Betty, so he must have said another one too. Can you karaoke the theme song from the 80s TV show, The Greatest American Hero? Nice. I know what you're talking about. If I can find it, I will. Hold on. And then, that's from Chef Kev, and or Black Betty, so we can definitely do those. And then I thought somebody else requested some karaoke song too, but I could be wrong. Oh, Anonymous wants How About Same Old Situation by Motley Crue. No problem, got that. I know for a fact we have that one. And okay, I think that's all we've had for karaoke requests, is 3 of them. So we'll go in order, which would mean we would go with Chef Kev's choice, which was that Greatest American Hero, and then or Black Betty, and then followed up with Same Old Situation. So, and we spread them out too. But let me just see here if we've got the Greatest American Hero. You don't happen to know who sings that, do you? Just out of curiosity, because that might help. But I think we can figure that out because let me see. I'll just go to record, and there's something from TV. Like, I think that's a category of genre on here, so we might be in luck. That's one of the cheesiest songs ever, by the way. And I actually remember that show when it was on. I used to watch it when I was a kid. Let's see here. I can't. And that guy was like, the guy who played in that show, I don't remember his name either, but it seemed like he was like kind of a poor man somebody, like as an actor. I don't remember who, but like, you know how there's like some of those actors are like, yeah, I'm like kind of like a B version of this guy or whatever. I think I kind of felt like that's what he was too. I don't remember who he was the B version of, and I don't remember his name, so a lot of help that is. Okay. I know they're film, stage, and TV. Okay. And if you think it's Winging a Prayer, we'll look for it by title. Wind beneath my wings. Wind beneath my wings. Jesus. Hmm. Okay. I'll tell you what we can do. I'll look it up and see. I'll see who sings that. Or I'll find out the title, because if it's "Winging a Prayer," then they don't have it. But I'm guessing it. Maybe, you never know. Maybe that's not it. So let's just see. Let's see here. I probably should have wore this from the beginning too, because I knew I was gonna want to wear it at some point, or somebody would want to see it. Oh well. Google. I know I should just grab my phone, because you probably already texted me like the title and like the singer. Uh-oh. What did I do with my damn phone? There it is. Alright. Joey Scarberry, believe it or not. Chef Kev comes through. Nicely done. Alright, Chef Kev. I'm sure. Well then, should we do it? Okay, we'll go to B for believe it or not. And then it should be there. Because if you're going to have a TV song there, I would think that one would be there. Sounds like it would be a popular... Fuck. Damn it. Okay. I'm going to search for it and see if it's here, because I would just expect them to have that. I really would. And I don't. It's not there. So let's see here. Believe it or not. Believe it or, and that has some real high parts too. So I'll just, that'll be a comical. Believe it or not. Okay. Nothing there. Try one. Well, Joey Scarberry. Is that the name? Really? Okay. How about Joey? Joey. I'll just put Joey and see what happens, because make it broad at first. Okay. No, that didn't work. One more thing I can try, and I'll go to the TV genres again, and I'll look for Greatest American Hero theme song, and maybe that is how it would be categorized. That's one thing I honestly suck at is search terms, and like Boolean logic. I just suck at that, and it's a good skill to know, but I'm not very good at it. Okay, so back to this stupid genre, television and movies. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. Film, stage, and TV. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to say that it's under G, maybe, for Greatest American Hero theme songs. Maybe? Try it. And that would be a no. Sorry. Alright, so your next choice was Black Betty. I know they have that one. And I know who sings that one. So I'll find it relatively quickly, but I gotta get into a different category. Sorry. Yeah, this is cumbersome. Just like our league website. Let's see here. Rock. There we go. Browse all rock artists, and then we'll go under R for Ram Jam, because I know that song. I like it. I'm not that good at it, but I like the song. And it's from the. I also like the way it was used in that movie Blow. Soundtrack of Blow is pretty good if you ever get a chance to get it, and the CD cover was pretty cool too. All right, here we go. We got that sucker. We're queuing it up right now. And okay. So this will just buffer, and as soon as this buffers, you'll get Black Betty. Cool. Alright, wait for the buffer. Now, I know I probably missed a vowel of some texts. Oh. Hello? Hello? Crew. God effing damn it. Anonymous is getting a little testy, evidently. Don't worry, that'll be next, but I gotta go in order. So, Chef Kev, who is actually from Stalker's other league, is tuned in and would like to hear that. His first choice was not available, so we will go with the second choice, which is Black Betty by Ram Jam. Okay. Now I gotta find the mic before the song starts playing. Alright, here we go. I like to think that of myself as kind of like the Mariano Rivera of fantasy football. Can you see the Tommy Lee shirt? I hope so. Whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb, whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb, Black Betty had a child, bam, lamb, damn thing gone blind, bam, lamb, said it ain't one of mine, bam, lamb, damn thing gone blind, bam, lamb, said Black Betty, bam, lamb, whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb. Black Betty, bam, lamb, whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb, she's big as you high, bam, lamb, no one's made wrong, bam, lamb, you're ain't steady, bam, lamb, she's always ready, bam, lamb, Black Betty, bam, lamb, whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb. Get working up a sweat. There we go. I knew I'd find a use for him. Whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb, whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb, she's from Birmingham, way down south in Alabama, bam, lamb, well, she did that thing, bam, lamb, boy, she made me sing, bam, lamb, whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb, whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb, yeah. Alright, Black Betty, and that was, by request from Chef Kev of the other league that Stalker participates in, and he's been a veteran of for 16. He's been playing fantasy football for like 16 years, and I was just like, good God, that's a lot of experience as far as fantasy football is concerned. And then not only that, but he told us that he has not won it all ever. So I just was thinking about how dejected I was. As we sat in a crowded Everett bar and I watched my team just get schooled and how awful that felt. I couldn't imagine how bad it would be if I went 16 years, if I played fantasy football for 16 years and didn't win it, not even once. Boy, there would have to be a lot of other stuff going right in my life, or else I would be a very unhappy camper. That is to say the least, because man, I don't like losing in fantasy football at all. It's very painful. It's probably one of the more painful experiences I've ever experienced in my life. It's more painful than any other type of loss I've ever suffered. Okay, where will we find the next request, which is same old situation. Didn't we do that one like last show? I thought evidently this viewer probably wasn't tuned in, but that's okay. It's fitting though because of the shirt, I guess. So we get on Motley Crue, and same old situation. M-O-T-L-E-Y. Boom. And then same old situation. I went and saw them in 8th grade. Actually, probably like a year after I wore this helmet, and they were Tesla opened for them, like in the Tacoma Dome, and yeah, it was great. Let's see. I got really stoned before the concert. And let's see. We'll wait for this to queue up, and as we wait for it to buffer, let's see. Where's the damn phone? All right, right here. Uh-oh. What's that? Is that what I think it is? Seriously? Are you kidding me? Wow. That is sick. Okay. Well, let's see. Can I show this picture? No, I can't. Okay. You just have to take my word for it. Our anonymous viewer actually just sent me a picture of a deuce that they just took, and it said, "You relax me." So hey, I'm glad I could help. So evidently, this show, I'm just seeing if for the stage presence here to make sure this works. Okay. Okay. So maybe just a little bit like this. Yeah, you got the whole baffle. Baffle's a long damn word. That was hard to do. And this is oil paint, by the way. So I see. Look at my hands; are already got black paint all over them. And look, oh God, look at that. Oof. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, but you'll have to take my word for this. The thing that I just saw, I've never actually seen any, like, it was square. It was like this. It was probably same size as what you're seeing here, which, look, that's like the size of my face, but it's square. It looked like a giant square Eskimo pie, and I'm just thinking, good God, that must have hurt. And I am kind of excited because I've honestly never ever seen a square turd before, and I don't even know if I knew that square turds existed before tonight, but I guess evidently they do. So that's pretty exciting stuff. Square turds, everyone. Let's see here. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so well, actually, from now on, instead of anonymous viewer, I'm just going to refer to you as square turd. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is courtesy of square turd. I mean, jeez, I know you can't be ashamed of that. Say it loud, square turd. Okay. Instead of, oh, yep. Just testing the mic, like SpongeBob Square Turd Pants. Alright, here we go. This is from Square Turd. Come on, dudes! Ha 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 ha! Ha ha, I got something to say to you! She got an alligator bag and a hat to match, dressed in black on black. She's got a Filipino girl that she claims is a friend. I tell you, boys, you just gotta laugh. Used to call her Cindy, she changed her name to Sin. I guess that's the name of the game. Yeah, I really used to love her. Then the kid she discovered, she's gotta be a sexual thing. Now around the world, a girl will be girl. It's the same old situation. It's the same old ball and chain. Say no. It's really hard to speak up against, you know. Now check this out. Introduced me to a lover in a cellophane dress, then they bid me a sweet farewell. Last time I saw them, they were kissing so softly to the pound of a wedding bell. Well, all around the world, girls will be girls. It's the same old situation. It's the same old chain. It's the same old situation. The same old ball and chain. I say no, 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 no. All right. Oh boy, I want to be there tonight. All right, me and the boys gonna do some rock and roll. Ah, come on. Woo! Honestly, just between me and you and the fence post, Vince Neil's kind of a homo, and I kind of really thought that. And I would rock Vince Neil in a fight. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I think he's like a little threatened that his girlfriend likes to munch carpet. It's the same old situation. I wouldn't be threatened by that at all. Same old ball and chain. Yeah, I've always encouraged it. It's the same old situation. It's the same old ball and chain. Well, you know, gotta stay all around the world. The girls will be girls. Same old situation. It's the same old ball and chain. But now I get 3 votes. The same old situation. I can almost vote myself in the playoffs. Same old ball and chain. Yeah. No, yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Woo. All right. So, I never really listened to the lyrics of that song that closely, but then after singing that song twice, I realized that that song is about Vince Neil's ex-girlfriend munching box. So, and he wrote a song about it, and he seemed like he was a little sour over it. So, evidently Vince Neil didn't like it when his woman chomps on a little punani. So, who knew? I thought that was part of the perks of being a rock star. Anyways, I'm gonna take a break from the helmet and go ahead and give my head a chance to heal from that tight helmet, and see what we got in the way of texts. Those were our karaoke requests. Oh yeah. Whoa. Say hi to. Okay, hi Jill. And this came from Stalker. So I assume if he said say hi to Jill, it's okay to use her name. Hi Jill. I'm not gonna say much more than that because I don't want to be talking about somebody's wife or daughter. So if I know who she is and if it's okay to talk, then maybe I'll expand upon my vocab. But for now, we'll just be polite. It's always a good policy. Okay. Hi. So hi Jill. We're nice guys on this show, and we just talk about nice stuff, and we have lots of respect for women, so we never say the C word or anything like that. So you'll love it. All right, so let's see here. Oh yeah, wrong thing. God, look at this wiffle ball bat. It's getting like very, very tarnished. You see that? Yeah, I know. So, but look, these things have more than just one use.
Are you feeling it?
Uh-oh.
Are you feeling working? Have you been working?
I'm still feeling it. We're all feeling it. Huh? How's that? Huh. And I think I goofed and said who these were, but oh well. She deserves it. Okay. So I think so we'll just keep this handy for like our little, like, you know how like I I think Steven Tyler sings with all those like t-shirts on his microphone. So we'll just get like just a collection of panties to put on the wiffle ball bat. But I have to figure out how to tie a knot first, which is not easy for me. I never had the benefit of going hunting when I was a kid and getting road boners and that kind of thing. So I lived what you might call a little bit of a, or not road boners, bumpy road boners. So I lived a bit of a, what you might call a sheltered life. I didn't know what a bumpy road boner was until tonight, and I just found out what a square turd was a couple of minutes ago. I didn't know that there was even such a thing as a square turd. Mom! Have you ever seen a square turd?
No, I haven't.
Okay, because someone, what was the name of this person that I said? Someone on my show sent me a picture of a turd they took, and it was square, and it looked just like a Klondike bar. Someone on my show sent me a picture of a turd that they took, and it said I relaxed them, and it looked just like a Klondike bar.
Jesus Christ. You better not be ruining my computer.
How would I ruin your computer? Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to figure out what this anonymous person's name was. Because they came up with a good name for themselves. Oh yeah, it was the, something road boner, bumpy road boner guru, right? Yeah. Wait, shoot, I'm sorry, this is important. Hold on. Okay. Hey, anonymous, tell me what that nickname was, because I can't find it in my text. Big boned, oh yeah, the big boned guru. Okay, the big boned guru. Well, hey, I don't think you can dispute that. I mean, anyone who has the power to shit Klondikes, you don't want to mess with them. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's some scary stuff. Like, think about it. Somebody can just like take something that big, and they can like they can they can shit a Klondike. What is anything you're gonna do to them? How is that gonna phase them in any way? It's not. So if you know anyone that shits square turds, just leave it alone. All right. And then Stalker was gonna tell me who Jill was. So let's see. And it's probably his woman, I'm guessing. Let's see. She says hi and is laughing. So maybe she's Chef Kev's woman. Because, hi Jill. Because I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, isn't Stalker's watching this with Chef Kev? Am I right? I mean, Tommy Leah Bothell wants to know whose panties they are. Oh. These belong to Stephanie Lemon. No, I'm just kidding. These are my youngest son's moms. She's like really bad about leaving shit here, and like, cause I mean, remember those other panties, the ones my mom said she threw away? Those were hers too. And I bet if we like searched real hard, not in my room, because I'm not that much of a slob, but like if I searched like the linen closet, like where they keep the towels and shit, there's probably more pairs of panties in there, because like I think my mom gets pretty irritated when she sees those, and so like she just like throws them in the linen closet, and I think that's what she does with them. And so, but these are from you know, I won't say her name, that'll probably get me in trouble. Her dad's an attorney, he owns a law firm, so he'll probably sue me. But I'd whip her dad's ass if he tried anything. He thinks he's a tough guy, but I'd fucking smack him down. Ernie, bring it, you motherfucker. Alright, I got your daughter's panties on a wiffle ball bat, and I'm gonna hit you in the face with it. Oh God, that would be awesome. Just be like, here. How's that, bud? Alright. Here you go, Big Ern. What do you think? Alright. Sing it! Alright. That was from Big Boned Guru. Big Boned, I'm going to add to this. Big Bone Sir Square Turd. Maybe that's too long. Sorry. No. All right. So we got that. I don't think anyone cares about our league, but except our league. Now everybody cares about our league because our league, and even Chef Kev knows this, is the undisputed #1 fantasy football league in the world. So we are happy to have you on. And Jill, hi to Jill. Hi to Tommy Leo Bothell. What do you think of the shirt? And also, hi to Stalker, and hi to Big Boned Guru and his Square Klondike. Also, let's see. I better not have erased that. If I erase that, I'm gonna be pissed. Let's see. This is important, so you gotta give me a second. Okay. There. So, let's see here. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Oh, well, I'd tune into Football Mania. That's what I would do. Let's see here. Okay. Clear. I was just gonna do something with that, and Big Boned Guru just I don't know, guru. There's a lot of people out there that think they're gurus because there's the guys, my football guru. I hear people calling themselves guru all the time, but and then now there's this guy calling himself Big Boned Guru. So, man, there's a lot of gurus out there. I would like to be a guru someday. So maybe I can focus on a few things here, and maybe I can become a guru. Because I have a lot of knowledge, but none of it that specialized, worthy of calling me a guru. Let's see. One of my friends calls me Antonio Cromartie. I'm not sure why, because I never even played defensive back, and I can't jump very high. But who knows? Calls me Antonio Cromartie. Let's see here. Options. Forward. Don't worry, I'm just forwarding it to myself. I'm not forwarding it to everybody in my phone. That would be pretty funny though. Because what I'd like to do, hold on. Oh man. Okay. I'd like to get this on a screen to where it won't like reveal the identity of the pooper, but it'll have the picture downloaded and blown up. And what I'll do is then, once I get it on this screen and have it nice and big, is provided it doesn't show any personal information about the identity of the pooper, I will show you all the Klondike bar. So that way you know I'm not making this up, okay? Because, I've seen some things in my 35 years. I really have. And that is something that I never thought I would see. And I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of scared and excited all at the same time. Let's see. No thanks. Oh, so we're getting a veto on the Klondike bar.
Go ahead.
So what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up on my email and download it to my screen. I won't show it, but I'm gonna look and just see what it looks like. And I'll respect the viewers if they don't want to see what a Klondike bar looks like. I won't show it. So, but I'm curious because, I don't know. Well, sometimes when you see a picture that's sent on a phone, it looks different than when you actually download it in real life. So, yes.
What are you downloading?
A picture of the Klondike turd.
Chris, please don't move my computer.
I won't.
What's wrong with yours?
What?
What's wrong with yours?
It has herpes.
What's
No.
on your shirt?
What?
You didn't get that on my carpet or anything,
No,
did you?
I didn't. I didn't.
Oh.
There you go. You like that?
How's your homework?
It's coming along great.
Looks like it.
Yep. Nope. Yep. I washed my hands too.
Good. Good deal.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, damn, that's gross. Okay. What? Okay. See, that thing's so big that it's actually like taking extra long to upload. It's no joke. Alright. Open. Oh, fuck. Whoa. Nah, I'm not going to show this. Man. Ugh. Oh. I want to, but I'm not going to. But I want to. But you know, like, the last thing I'll say about this thing, I'm not a plumber, but like, you know that thing, the very thing at the very bottom of the toilet where everything goes down? The drain? I don't think that's the right word though. But it is filling the squared circle completely. There's no room in either direction. Mom, come here! Okay, well, when you get done, come in here for a second. Okay, hold on a second. Set as desktop background. Okay, hold on. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, perfect. Get this file out of the way so it can be seen. Whoop! I don't want to show you. I won't show you guys. Yeah, I want to see. I need a second opinion on this. Okay, I can't just go by my own evaluation. I need a second opinion. And big boned guru, you might need a second opinion as well. Uh-oh, what's this? Nice. Thank you.
What?
What do you think of, what is this?
Is that on my computer?
No, this is mine.
Ew. Looks like somebody took a shit.
That's exactly what it is. That's the Klondike bar.
That's disgusting.
I know. Okay, now I gotta get points for that, don't I? Alright. What? Mom, turds don't hurt your computer. Alright, that's nice. Big Bone Guru sent us a pound around from the phone. I like that. That's a good idea. Thank you, Big Bone Guru. Here's a pound around just for you. Coming your way. Alright. We already did a pound around. I don't know if Big Bone Guru was tuned in for that, but unfortunately I thought I had another energy drink, but I didn't. And so as a result, I just had to drink some silly ass juice, and then that's when I felt a little ashamed of that, and that's when I put the panties on my head to kind of make up for my weak beverage. Okay, so anyone else? Did I miss any other texts? Let's see. Okay, open, pound around. Alright, now Stalker and Jill are with us, and he said exactly. So Jill's either Stalker's wife or Kevin's wife, Chef Kev's wife, one of the two. He said exactly, so I wasn't exactly sure what he was saying exactly to. Okay, and then, whoa, okay. Is your mom coming on to co-host for a minute? No, I don't think she would do that. And I don't know if I told you about the what I did when I had like the teddy bear there, because I was testing out the co-host mechanism, and I called it something like Teddy the Creepy Bear. That's what I called it. And then, but because she was on the phone and she was yip-yapping so loud, it looked like the bear was talking with her voice. But I can't do that because the worthless Dell that you can't see to my right is not functioning properly and won't connect to the internet. So hopefully I can get that fixed, and that might be something to do in the future. Alright, so let's see here. Back to the... I don't really want this as my screensaver, I don't think. Wow, well, it'll be fine for now. I mean, I've already eaten. Let's see. Let's go back to the ESPN tab. I was just making a point about the points. Get it? So actually, points are more important than head-to-head competition. So in our league, that's actually a big deal because there's a lot of difference between wins and losses and the highest amount of points scored. It does not necessarily, the two don't always translate. And in our league, that is certainly true. For example, the Dumpster Divers, who's like our two-time defending league champion, he's got, I don't know if he still does, but he did at one point. He had more, he had third, he was like third place in points with like the worst record. And so I think that's bad luck. But some of these guys that are in contention for playoff spots, their points are going to be, I think, what are their undoing as the season goes on and they try to make it into the playoffs. Let's see. Standings. All right. So, Tommy Leah Bothell, the inspiration for this shirt. See how long Bothell is? It's like, God. Why couldn't you be like Tommy Lee of Sultan? That would be been a lot easier to put on your shirt. Okay, but so Tommy Lee of Bothell has 1,125 points. So he's second place in the league with first place in points. Oh no, that's not true. Sorry. Silver Bullets has 1,125 points. He's first place. Tommy Lee of Bothell has 1,105. And then, I guess third place is Mr. Ching Chang, Love You Long Time. And he's got 865. So actually, he's in third place and he's third in points. But so it's actually starting to kind of even out in that respect. And then we've got Bush has 850 points. Oh, but hold on a minute. No, yeah, Dumpster, okay. Third place in points is actually like Kobayashi. He's got 946 points, but he's in fifth place. And then the next highest point total is Dumpster Divers, who has 919, and he's in dead last place. So he's sixth in points in dead last place. And then Bumpy Road Boners with extra hips, which is me, that's 852 points. So like I've got more points than we've got Bush, who's in fourth place, and he's not in last place in points anymore, but he's pretty low. So my opinion is unless he has more wins than everyone, he's not going to make the playoffs. And I still go with my original prediction that it's going to be probably like Kobayashi, and we've got Bush's older brother Nate, or his older brother Nick. Sorry, that make the biggest push. Although Arms could have something to do with that because Team Legs plays. Oh, now I'm forgetting his name. We've got Bush this week. So real quickly, we'll just look and see who plays who this week, and we'll kind of like talk about some of these playoff matchups. Let's see. Well, actually, how do we do that? Best way to do that would be go here and go here. So let's do that. We'll go to the schedule and we'll just look at them just quickly. I'm not going to go into painful detail. We're about to probably wrap things up fairly soon. Maybe a couple more stunts, some karaoke, and maybe some comments from our viewers, and then call this thing a night. So get your requests sent, and then and any ideas that you might have, or any profound words of wisdom that you would like to share with the rest of the audience, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so we're in week 11 right now. All right, so Dumpster Divers versus Silver Bullets, completely unimportant because you got first place against last. We've got Bush 6-4 against Team Legs 5-5. That's a big one. We also have Kobayashi 5-5 versus Bumpy Road Boners with hips. I'm gonna beat Kobayashi, so that's gonna hurt his playoff chances. And then you have F you guys, I quit, almost last place against Tommy Lee of Bothell, almost first place. Again, doesn't matter. And then you have Mr. Ching Chang, Love You Long Time. That just throws me off, man. I gotta get used to pronouncing that. Mr. Ching Chang, Love You Long Time, against against Stalker and Silicone Pillows, and Stalker's playing the role of spoiler, and if he beats that's a huge game for Mr. Ching Chang Love You Long Time if he wants to keep his commanding lead on the playoffs. So we can do real quick is just take a look at some of these matchups that have actually some implications. First one being between Barnhart, Little Barnhart versus Team Legs. And Little Barnhart against Team Legs, so far it says check, 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 check all the way pretty much for Little Barnhart because he's got Tom Brady versus Tony Romo. He's got Reggie Bush versus Sean Green. He's got Michael Bush versus Jonathan Stewart. DeMarco Murray versus Earl Bennett. And then one advantage is for Team Legs, Anquan Bolden over Steve Johnson and Steve Smith over Plexico Burris. Then the advantages go back to Lil Barnhart, which is Tony Gonzalez versus Aaron Hernandez. But then Arms has the Bears defense over the 49ers defense. And kicker-wise, I guess Dan Bailey's better than Mason Crosby, but who cares and who knows? But these lineups, of course, are always subject to change. You don't know exactly what's going to happen between then and when they play, and you don't know that these predictions are actually going to come to fruition. But as it looks, just based on that, it would show it shows we've got Bush as a 12.3 point favorite in that one. So that game's huge because one of those guys is going to be very much alive and well in the playoffs, and one of those guys will be either pretty close to being eliminated or further removed from the playoffs than they were when the day started. So the next matchup that actually has some important implications is the Bumpy Road Boners with Hips versus Light Kobayashi. And that's my matchup against Jack Anthony, other that as he goes by on stage. And I've got some advantages, but not at quarterback. And he has Drew Brees over Michael Vick, which can't argue with that. And apparently LaShawn McCoy is better than Michael Turner. I have my doubts there. But Mike Tolbert supposedly over Marshawn Lynch, Steven Jackson over James Starks, Dwayne Bowe over Hakeem Nicks. I wouldn't hold my breath, and he's on my team. And Scott Chandler over Joel Dressen, really one of those who knows who cares. And then Nick Novak over Alex Henry, quite likely. But this is still a even though I have some advantages, he is a 4 and almost 5 point favorite. So it looks like I might have some work to do between now and then to see what I can do to try and thwart his playoff opportunities. And I think I have a few tricks up my sleeve, so we'll just have to wait and see. And then there was one more matchup that had consequence, and that was Big Barnhart versus Team Silicone Pillow. So let's just take a quick look at that one. Now, that one, wow, Team Silicone Pillows is favored by 8.1 points, with an advantage at quarterback, Eli Manning over Tebow, running back, Adrian Peterson over Ray Rice, once again at running back, MJD, Maurice Jones-Drew over Beanie Wells, provided he doesn't trade him, or the offer for, what was it, Gore, and provided Tommy Leobajo doesn't accept the proposed trade of Frank Gore and Maurice Jones-Drew in exchange for Roddy the Body White, but there was a better one that Stalker used to describe him, but I forgot what he was. So unless that trade gets accepted, he's got the advantage with MJD over Beanie Wells and Willis McGahee, who has like supernatural healing powers, and he can heal himself from the most injuries in like half the time of the normal mortal human. Over Chris Johnson, and then also Des Bryant at wide receiver over Mario Manningham, which I don't like Big Ten players that much. I really don't, especially Michigan players. And actually, the new team I hate more than any other is probably Penn State, since now that we know they're a bunch of pedophiles. But I'm glad that if there was going to be a team of pedophiles, I'm glad they're from the Big Ten. I think it's only fitting. Okay. So then then it shows Jack Anthony with some advantages as far as Torrey Smith of Baltimore over David Nelson. That's just one of those type of situations. Who cares? Jake Ballard and Brandon Pettigrew. He has Jake Ballard. I'm not sure. I agree with that, but I think Brandon Pettigrew's better. And then the Ravens defense against the Eagles defense. I'd have to say I would maybe differ on my opinion there as well. Nonetheless, and of course Sebastian Janikowski over Connor Barth. Another one of those. Yeah, whatever. But Stalker's favored by a pretty comfortable margin, 8.1. Of course, this doesn't always happen. And as you know, these lineups are subject to change. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But if for some reason, Stalker does pull off an upset, that would put like Kobayashi in pretty bad shape because, oh, nice, Stalker with another good suggestion. Change it to Tommy Lee of Puyallup. But then again, man, do you really think I'd be able to spell Puyallup correctly? Like, it looks like I know how to spell it when I'm reading it, but if I was just if under pressure, if I had to try and just spell Puyallup cold with like no cheating, no hints, I shudder to think at what the outcome there would be. Tommy Lee of, how about, well, that's kind of hard to spell too. What about Tommy Lee of Spanaway? Tommy Lee of Spanaway. What do you think about that one? So those are the games that have like kind of the playoff implications. Now, there is something a little bit interesting too. If you look at the matchup between Silver Bullet and what's his name? Silver Bullet and Light Kobayashi, because apparently Silver Bullet's got like 5 players that have a bye this week. Or not, sorry, Silver Bullet versus Little Barnhart. My mistake. Not Kobayashi. Silver Bullet just beat Kobayashi. Yeah. What week are we in? We're in week 11. Sorry. See, once my team's been eliminated, it's kind of like hard to keep informed. No, I'm just kidding. Silver Bullets versus We've Got Bush. I kind of want to just take a quick look at that just to see if it's as scary as Silver Bullet really says it is. Well, apparently it is, because John Casey is kicker has a bye. Who else has a bye? Bye week players. John Casey, Arian Foster, Rashard Mendenhall, Mike Wallace, Jimmy Graham, Texans defense, and Ben Tate. It's kind of a lot of people that are having byes that week. So apparently it might be an opportunity for We Got Bush to squeak by. He's favored by 26 points, and he's projected to get 124 points, but we'll see what happens. I mean, Jackie Battle, yeah, that would kind of worry me if that was my running back. But he still has Wes Welker, he still has Julio Jones, still has Greg Jennings, still has Jermichael Finley, Cowboys defense, and then he might need to do something about a kicker. So I'll trade you right now any one of my all-star kickers. This offer is open. Seriously, I have Nick Novak and Billy Cundiff. I'll give you either one of those guys for Cam Newton. Think about it. All right, maybe I'll even throw in if you throw in I'll tell you what, if you throw in Arian Foster, we can do a 2-kicker trade. I'll give you not just Novak, but I'll give you Novak and Cundiff in exchange for Arian Foster and Cam Newton. So you might want to think about that. I'll leave it open all week too. So that is the situation as far as our standings are concerned. So if you look at it from that perspective, Team Legs going against oh shit, I'm in the wrong week. Damn it. Okay, I totally was wrong. Team Legs going against F you guys, I quit. Okay, wow. Okay, that changes things. Whoops. Alright, team legs is going against F you guys, I quit. Advantage, team legs. Then we've got Bush and Lil Barnhart, which we discussed. And like Kobayashi doesn't play me, he plays against dumpster divers. So advantage like Kobayashi. And then I play against Mr. Ching Chong Love You Long Time. Okay. And then this is the battle where of the two potential tradees. Tommy Lee, the Tommy Lee of North Everett is going to be taking on Chris Stalker, and in that 9-1 against a guy who's just trying to spoil. But that's not really an important matchup because Tommy Lee of Bothel's in the playoffs, and so he's not gonna. There's not a real lot of spoiling opportunity there. And Mr. Ching Chong, Mr. Ching Chang, Love You Long Time against me. And I'll do whatever I can to beat him, but I don't know. I'm not that impressed with his team, quite honestly. But apparently, the projections are. So shows him as a 17-point favorite. We'll see. And then Lil Barnhart is against the. Lil Barnhart is gonna have the chance to squeak one out against the Silver Bullet. So if things go the way they say they're supposed to go, then that means that we've got Bush. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that one if they have it. So we're gonna wrap things up here. Basically, week 11 shows. Week 11 shows we've got Bush should win. Like Kobayashi should win. And Arm should win. And so actually all these guys should win. So that doesn't change anything. So things will start changing in the weeks to come. But next show, when we have more time, I'll start looking at these playoff hopefuls and analyzing who they have and what they need and what I think will happen to their playoff hopes. We're going to see if we have a classic song. And if we do, that will be our song that we go out to tonight. And I'm going to look that up right now, and see if we have it. If we don't, have an alternate choice just in case, because I've never heard anyone sing it, and I'm thinking that if we had it, I would have heard someone sing it by now. But we'll check. Okay, so let me look. We know what genre that'll be in too. Okay, come on, you stupid motherfucker. Okay. Okay. Browse. And browse for rap and hip hop. Okay. And yep, if they have this artist, then they have to have the song, I'm guessing, and they sure do. Only one song, but they got it. So we are going to go out to Baby Got Back. And you know what? This is actually true when it comes to my preferences. It couldn't have been described any better. This song actually just perfectly describes what I like. Alright, so we're going to wait for this to buffer up. Once this buffers up, we'll do our last song. We got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. It'll be sang momentarily. I just got to get my performance attire on and my props. Alright. Let's see. I've never tried this one, and rap's kind of one that screws me up because I can't talk very fast, but I'll give it my best shot. Alright, so let's just see. We got this. Yep. Alright. So, let's see here. Is it buffered up yet? I think it will be. Yep, it is buffered up. So we are ready to go. So, I'd like to thank Chris Docker, Chef Kev, the Big Boned Guru, and Jill. Just some of our wonderful listening audience for their wonderful participation tonight. Check, check. All right, we're ready. Oh, C minor.
Oh my God. Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. She looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends. But, you know, who understands those rap guys? They only talk to her because she looks like a total prostitute, okay?
Exactly.
I mean, her butt is just so big. I can't believe it's just so round. It's just like out there. I mean, gross.
No.
Look, she's just so black.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brother can't deny. When a girl walks up with a itty bitty waist and the round thing in your face, you get sprung. Wanna pull up tough cause you notice that butt was stuck deep in the jeans she's wearing. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh baby, I wanna get with ya and take your picture. My homie tried to warn me, but that butt you got makes
He's so horny.
ooh, rump on smooth skin. You say you wanna get in my bin? Well, use me, cause you ain't that average groupie. I see her dancing, to hell with romancing. She got sweat long, going it on, got it going like a turbo vet. Tired magazines, saying flat butts are the thing. Take that average black man and ask him, she gotta pack much back. So fellas, girlfriend got the butt? Tell her, shake it, shake that healthy butt. Baby got back. Baby got back. Baby got back, see? I like them round. Overeater. Like them round and big. And when I'm throwing a gig, I just can't help myself. I'm acting like an animal. Now here's my scandal. I wanna get you home and double up, till the break of dawn. Silicone parts are made for toys. You're thick and juicy, so find that juicy double. If you're lost in trouble, begging for a piece of that bubble. So I'm looking at the rap videos. No need bimbos rocking like hoes. You can have your bimbos, I like my women like Flojo. A word to the thick toe sisters, I wanna get with ya. I won't cuss or hit ya, but I got it straight when I say I wanna celebrate. Ah, there we go, I screwed that up. Wrong verse. A lot of limb points, like this song, cause punks like to hit it and quit it. Don't we all? But I'm glad to stay and play, cause I'm long and I'm strong and I'm down to get the friction on. So ladies, you wanna get rolling my butt? Then stick it out. Even white boys gotta shout. Baby got back. Baby got back. Baby got back. Yeah, baby. When it comes to females, Cosmo ain't got nothing to do with my selection. 34, 26, 36. Only if she's 5'3". That's not entirely true. The girlfriend drives a Honda, playing workout tapes by Fonda. But my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. Well, you can do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt. Some brothers want to play that hard roll and tell you that the butt is gold. So they toss it and leave it, and I pull up quick to retrieve it. But Cosmo says you're fat. Well, I ain't down with that. Cause the waist is small and curves are kicking, and I'm thinking about sticking to the beanpole dames in the magazines. You ain't it, Miss Jane. Give me a sister, I can't resist her. Red beans and rice didn't miss her. Some knucklehead tried to diss. Some girls are on my list. He had a dame, but he chose to hit 'em. I pull up quick to get with 'em. So ladies, when your butt was down in the triple X slow down, dial 1-900 mix a lot and kick them nasty thoughts. Baby got back. Baby got back. Alright. Baby got back. Yeah. Little in the middle, but she got much back. Little in the middle, but she got much back. Little in the middle, but she got much back. Little in the middle, but she got much back. Little in the middle, but she got much back. Well, she's not really little in the middle anymore. But anyways, that's gonna be it for us tonight. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Again, I'd like to thank Chris Stocker, Chef Kev, Big Bone Guru, Jill, and everyone else for tuning in. Tommy Lee, thank you. We will see you again later. We come on 8 o'clock every night, or not every night, 8 o'clock on Tuesdays on Ustream, and sometimes I get a wild hair at my ass. We might come on again. So stay tuned. You might just get a bonus treat sometime this week. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night, everyone.